lot of big things going on in my world, so I'm so sorry I was not here yesterday, but I will make up for it. Anyone that has a Pisces moon, please let me know. I would love to help you out with your Sati Sati for free. So let me know. Okay. We do Vedic astrology here in case you were wondering. But yes, if you have a Pisces moon, just reach out to me privately in the chat, or not the chat, the comments, and I will help you figure out what's going on with your Sati Sati. We are at the tail end. 2027, it will be over. So we're wrapping things up in Sati Sati, and I would love to see your experiences in my chart research. So I'd love to help you guys out if you are. All right, so let's get in. We're going to find out what this person feels about you right now. Yes, Angie, let me know. Yeah, has to be a Pisces moon. Not a Pisces rising or a Pisces sun, but a Pisces moon. Okay, great. Yeah, you guys, let's reveal charts. Sati Sati people, we are going to have a private YouTube. I want to help you for free because you're already going through hell. So I want to help you. For those of you that are Aries moons, I'll help you too because your Sati Sati is about to begin. So we can talk about that, depending on your age. If you're over 36, it's going to be more accurate to your actual life, if that makes sense. Anyways, yeah, just message me in comments, okay? So Pisces or Aries moons, let me know. Vedic sidereal has to be Vedic. Kilowatt, I've studied with both, mainly focus on the sidereal. Yeah, it has to be sidereal to make the predictions. It can't be tropical. Wow, this person is actually thinking about reaching out to you. This person's actually kind of moving closer to you, inching towards you. They honestly feel like you guys have potential to make something work. You and this person. Something's about to be revealed. If you're seeing signs, like if you're watching videos, scrolling, or you run into people and you're hearing a lot of engagement or proposal stuff, just know that's your frequency. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be proposed to, but the frequency is your partner, more than likely your soulmate, is trying to connect with you and start to move things forward. That's awesome, Bree. Wow, this person is full of fear. They actually see you in their future. This is their feelings. They know they've made some bad decisions about you. Honestly, they have a lot of regrets, a lot. And I think they're looking back right now just at the mistakes they made in your connection. And there's a lot of I could have and I should have and maybe I would have had something changed or been different. This person feels like they see messages about you and their intuition. Oh, they're definitely having some dreams. They're not happy without you. They have not been happy. The sun is in reverse. They're about to reach out and apologize. Ace of Cups. 5 of Cups in the reverse. By the way, 4 minutes, 44 seconds. This deck is on sale. I need you to donate. I'm helping so many people right now. The best way to help yourself is to help others. I've learned. The one that gives gathers. The one that penny pinches and freaks out and says they don't have any money, they're never going to gather. I've been giving, guys. This is a little sati trick, but I've been giving away things I didn't even have. And it's coming back. It's all coming back tenfold. It's coming back tenfold. Give where you can, donate where you can. Trust me, it will come back in any form of donation. But this deck is on sale, and it does come with a free reading. So if you'd like to order this specific one-of-a-kind deck, limited edition, I will not reprint these once they're all sold. Please go to my website now, jks1111.com. Purchase this, get yourself a reading, and help donate to help others. No, I understand, Eat Me. Certain people have certain situations, especially when you're coming out of extreme financial hardships, like you, Eat Me, homelessness, you know, displacement, struggles working. Yeah, you definitely have to get your finances on track. But when you are broke or homeless, you give your energy, you give your time, you give food, you give support, and you give love. You have to give that at least, and it will come back to you. All right. Oh, 8 of Cups. Mistakes. I'm sorry I left. I want to come back. Okay? I want to make things right with you. Boy, did I make mistakes. I've been seeing it now. I've been seeing my mistakes, and I don't really know how to admit to you all the things that I've found out about myself. I know I've made some real bad decisions. God, did I ever. You know, I want to move towards you, and I'm definitely planning on moving towards you. Maybe not tomorrow, but soon. Okay, soon. I'm working on getting to you. I hope you're going to hear me out when I come back. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, things are changing drastically in my life. Karma has eaten me alive. I am getting my karma tenfold. I'm trying to manifest prosperity and abundance, and I can't. Number one, all I focus on is sexual energy to get my stress relief, which is not the answer for me. And that's not the way to go. I'm learning to meditate. I'm learning to have peace. I'm learning to be calm. I'm learning to go inside myself. I'm learning that if I want to use my power, if I want to be the best that I can be and have the most financial success, I need to treat you right. I need to treat my children right. Then my karma will be solved. This person is someone who has treated their family really poorly. They've treated their kids poorly and their wives poorly, or husband. This person is like, God, what's wrong with me? You know, this person is not very faithful, hasn't been very faithful in the past. This is the kind of person that can be your best friend and on a dime turn on you. And all of a sudden they're kind of sounding like an enemy. This is the kind of person that walks away and doesn't look back even when you've cried. Okay, they've been really hurting you. And to be honest, they do not know, they don't have the tools, is what I'm trying to say. They don't have the tools to make better choices, to be a better person. It's like they're cold, they're hardened. The people they've put themselves around, the experiences that they've had have made them a hardened person. I'm not saying you have to fall in love with this person. Hell, I'm not saying you have to be with this person. I'm not saying you have to talk to this person. What I am saying is what the cards are saying, which is this person is coming back. And I think you know who this person is, or you wouldn't have tuned in and thought about them. Their name wouldn't be in your head right now. Your relationship with them wouldn't be in this reading right now, and you would not be talking about them, comparing them to this message. The very fact that they are here energetically, they're in your mind, they're in your heart. When you think about this person, you know who they are, they're here, and it's them. You can't beat your way around that. Please don't try, because you're kind of hurting yourself with your own karma. There was something I was hearing earlier today about court and a judge. And some people go to court and the judge sides with them. But they can't give them the ruling that they want for reasons like they don't have enough evidence or they don't have enough this and that, etc., fill in the blank. So what the judges will do is say out loud to the person in the room, because it's public and it's being recorded in a intuitive way. They're telling the person, hey, I can't give you the ruling you want today because A, you don't have this, B, you don't have this, and C, you don't have this. If you had that, it would be a different ruling, but you don't. So some people could walk out in tears, upset, crying, feeling judged, obviously by a judge, and feeling like they didn't get their side of the story heard. Or they could take that constructive criticism, that loss, go back, appeal, make sure they have A, B, and C, come back to court, and then win. That is what judges are trying to do. The reason I'm comparing that is because Saturn is doing that to you. Okay? I'm doing better than donating to the senior center because my grandma's at a senior place and they don't do a whole lot with that. I am actually starting to help out people in rehabs, people that need a second chance in life. And I'm going to help provide housing for them. And it's going to help me and it's going to help them. I do have to provide a bunch of stuff to get it going. I would appreciate your donations, but I'm going to help counsel those people and be a mentor and help them with housing and help them with their struggles, help them with the psychology of what's going on inside of them, talk about their past, talk about their family, talk about their decisions, their karma, their dharma, their chart. So I hope it will be welcomed, but I'm going to be helping those people. But yeah, like I was saying, Saturn is that judge. And Saturn is going to say, no, you can't have this right now because you didn't do this and that. See, Saturn wants to see your effort, your determination, your hard work. Saturn wants to see you change. Saturn wants to know you're actually growing, like you've achieved, you've mastered something. If we stay stuck in our own grief, 5 of Cups, and we're so busy crying over everything, just upset, feeling at a loss, feeling angry, unjustified, all of it, we're going to be too consumed to grow. And Saturn's going to say, well, you know, this is a real struggle for you. And it's a real obstacle because you're going to keep having this struggle until you get it, you know, until it clicks, something clicks. You, with your intuition, you're going to know. You will absolutely know in your heart of hearts the lesson you needed to master. So I'm going to leave that to your discretion on what that lesson is. But I feel like that needed to come out because the Tower's here to kind of break the old cycle and say you've achieved this. You've gotten your degree. You've gotten your achievement right here. And so Saturn's like, we're going to go ahead and destroy the old plan. You know, everything is the old structure. Now we're going to rebuild on new foundation because you've grown. This is you literally outgrowing your karma. And so I want you to take a good hard look at that because your person is learning that very difficult lesson today. The person you're thinking about right now has a lot of fear for their mistakes. They have every right to fear. They're fearing God. They're fearing Saturn. They're fearing karma. And it's coming swift. And it's going to come hard. But, you know, karma only takes what you give it. And then it gives it back. It is a beautiful reflection piece. But it's more than just showing you what you did. It literally lets you experience what you've given. So this person is going to experience the pain they've caused you, 5 of Cups. They're literally going to cry and have heartache, desperation, and you're going to have to let them. They're going to sit there and feel like ending their life. just like you did. They're going to sit there and feel all alone and abandoned, just like you did. Just like what they made you feel, where they weren't aware that that's how they made you feel, but they're going to feel it, even if it doesn't come from you. The universe and karma has a way of giving it to them from whoever they need to get it from. Could be their new lover, could be their family, could be their best friend, could be a pet dying, a beloved pet. You know, these are things that are going to hurt them. And until they realize, oh, I caused all this pain and loss and desperation to my soulmate or to this partner, I deserve that back in some way. I'm sorry I did that. I shouldn't have did that. I was wrong about that. Let me make this right. You see, karma isn't about, oh, okay, I get it now. I'm sorry. Thank you for the knowledge. I'm going to go ahead and move on and get gifts now. I'm going to receive blessings now because I know. No, I really don't feel that's exactly how it works. Karma is more like, great, I'm glad you know it. Now you're going to feel it. And they're going to cry and they're going to say, why? Why do I have to feel it? Why? Why am I stuck? Why would you do this to me? Because that's karma. There's no stopping it. It's a train and it's coming. You get what you give. And you're just, the best way to handle this is through it. What's that saying? If you're going through hell, run. Like, just get through it, run through it. You know, I don't know exactly the saying, but that's what they're going to be, going through some hell. And they can't stop and turn around and go backwards, and they can't get a secret door to release themselves from the hell they're in. They've earned it. They've earned it, and it's coming. So this is not a universal punishment. It is, you will suffer because you cause suffering. Whenever that suffering and that debt is repaid by the amount you will suffer, then it will be repaid. And then you can start from scratch. 10 major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like, okay, once you have done the debt, you can start fresh now. It's like that 7 years. Funny how Saturn rules the 7th planet, death, destruction, endings, right? And ironically, your credit gets reset after 7 years. Well, maybe not the whole thing's reset, but your debt, your reporting has to be erased after 7 years. So funny how that works. But that's Saturn. It's like there will be a debt erase period. So your person is going to have debt erased, Tower, Fortune. Okay, so there's a new beginning here with the Magician. And it could be very, very prosperous, Queen of Pentacles, if they make the right decisions. If they make up for their mistakes. They can't just, like I said, oh, I'm sorry, I know now, okay, I'm going to leave my wife and kids behind. I'm going to leave my son alone for the rest of his life. They don't need me. I'm going to leave my ex-girl in a ditch, because, it just didn't work out. I'm not into her like that. It's time to move on. We don't really have any connection anyways. No, you don't dump on someone and walk away. See, karma's like you're either going to start fresh, make amends, make peace. If you have dharma and karma with children, you have to be there every day. You have to be there sacrificing every day. Can't walk away from the kids. As far as an ex, you could make peace. This is where someone, I think, either wants to apologize and fix things for good or just apologize and make peace. But a lot of times, exes can fix their karma by coming in and saying just what you've wanted to hear, which is, it wasn't your fault. It was mine. I lied. I didn't mean everything I said, and I hurt you. That was terrible. I was a really messed up person. And I'm sorry I drug you through the mud like that. Thank you for your forgiveness. Thank you for everything you gave me, the time you gave me, all of it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so sorry I've hurt you, drug you through the mud, didn't give you closure, or I just betrayed you in some god-awful way. I was completely wrong. And if you need something or you need a friend to talk to, please call me. I'm not saying they have to be into that ex. They have to be back with that ex, but I'm just saying it's the peace. It's the owning up and saying, I have a debt to you, I owe you. I owe you something, I owe you a conversation down the road, or I owe you help moving into your new place. Maybe I owe you some money. Maybe if you need to get a car, maybe you need to do something, you need a down payment for something, I can be of some assistance. That's burning some karmic debt. And it always has to do with something physical. Queen of Pentacles, tangible. So, people who've done people wrong have to tangibly give back. It's not just good hopes and wishes and good vibes. I send you good vibes. My prayers are with you. Good luck. I love you. That's not enough. Saturn is real and it's heavy. So it has to be something appropriately tangible. Hey, Sabrina, stay tuned. I'll give you a reading at the end if you're still here. Yeah, and if you don't solve your karma, which if they don't, excuse me, not you, if they don't solve their karma responsibly, it's going to come right back. What goes around comes around. And I'm going to be real. What did this person do to you? Here we go. Third party in the reverse, 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords, little SHIT, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. What they did to you was awful. They kept you a secret. They didn't tell someone else about you. They didn't. And they didn't tell you about somebody else. That's who I'm dealing with right now. This person's karmic debt to you is they lied to you and about you. They hid you. And they took up years of your time. They also gave you false hope. And the worst part is they deny that they gave you false hope. But here's how they gave you some false hope. They kept seeing you quietly in the night. Or the day, who cares? But the cards are at night. The cards are at night. But they kept seeing you in secret for years. They kept calling you in secret for years. They got intimate with you. You don't think that's a big karmic debt? You don't think this person who's been a liar and in denial about leading you on has karma to pay? They do. And it's going to be a lot more than, oh, I'm sorry, I see now, I get it. Silly me. Well, I was naive, I was young, I was dumb. I've grown up now, experienced, different man now, different woman, I learned my lessons. I'm ready to move on. It just didn't work out with us. We weren't right for each other. You know, it just fizzled out, just kind of drifted apart. No lies. Seven of Swords. Lies, lies, lies. You cannot cause a bunch of problems back in the day. Lie after lie after lie and escape, get away with all these little lies, all for the sake, oh, it's 3 years later. It's 6 years later. It's 9 years later. Like, please don't bring up the past. Yet every time you tried to bring it up in the present, it was don't argue. Don't argue right now. Don't create drama right now. Okay, I'll avoid the drama right now. Guess we'll talk about it next week, maybe next couple weeks. No, I don't want to talk about that right now. I have too much going on and too much stress in my life. Please don't bring things like that up. Okay, we won't bring it up. And then months go by, years go by. You never brought it up. It never got dealt with, just buried. And then years later, you want to bring it up. And instead of owning, this person decides to Seven of Swords you. This person decides to gaslight you and say, that's not how it went down. Actually, it was the other way around. You did me dirty. Actually, you pushed me away. No. Karma saw it. Karma has receipts. And I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, you have receipts. You have screenshotted messages. Four of Swords. You have documents, papers, perhaps from court or police stations or, leases or whatever little statements. You have paperwork. You literally have receipts, perhaps financial receipts, but you've got receipts. And you're just like, wow, it's hilarious that now you want to Seven of Swords me. Again. It's hilarious that now you want to ghost. Now you want to act like an avoidant. This person gaslights. This is the kind of person that believes their own lies. And that infrastructure with the tower is coming down. That's right, kilowatt. That infrastructure is coming down. Tower moment is going to be here, which is karma and dharma. This person that did you dirty, and they tried to kind of just honestly get away with it, Seven of Swords, without paying the karmic debt. They use little sayings like, haven't I suffered enough? I lost my mom at 5 or 9. I lost my dad at 16 or, 21. I grew up in a foster home. I grew up too soon. I didn't have anyone in my corner as a kid. Excuses. Excuses. And it's like, I have an excuse to be a bad person. They really believed they had an excuse to lie, to cheat, to steal, to deceive, to gaslight, to ignore, and to abandon. This is abandonment, 8 of Cups, 7 of Swords. Look at that. And now they're feeling 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, well, somehow Tower's coming to spank them. And it's not the universe's revenge for you. Like, oh, I love collective so much. They're so good. I'm going to seek revenge for the collective. No, your ancestors can do that. Your hexes, your curses, yes, they can come back in revenge for you. That's a fact. Those who practice the craft know this. But karma comes back not to punish, but to give what you gave. It's just the law of life. So believe me, karma is here with receipts like, well, you can gaslight the hell out of her. You can gaslight him, but you cannot gaslight me. No way, no how. Just not going to happen. A lot of you guys are thinking, why did it take so many years for karma to come back and eat this person alive? Like, why? Listen, karma has a funny way of doing it, but I'll tell you one clue. Karma does wait. It has to wait. It needs to wait. It has to wait. It's like a hunter. You see, your person has to be in the position that you were in when they hurt you. You see what I'm saying? They can't just zap them as soon as you're hurt. Karma doesn't work that way. Karma can only give what they gave. So the energies have to be equalized and aligned. Temperance. Right here. Equal and temperanced. Okay, it takes time and patience, says Temperance. We're talking years. Because this person has to get to a place where they're happy the way you were happy, where they're in love the way you were in love, where they're desperate the way you were desperate, where they're in need like you were in need of them. They have to get situated to a place where life felt pretty good for a time, where they had the right house. They were comfortable at that house. It was a big, nice, comfy house. You know, it had a garage, it had a nice yard, they had 2 dogs, a cat, candles, good food, little trips on the weekends, you know, excursion things like a 4-wheeler or a kayak, or, you know, fun things. Maybe they can go camping on the weekends. Family outings, you know, 2-hour trips here and there. You know, maybe they got to go see a Buddhist sanctuary, or they got to go on a little mini vacay. You know, that life has to feel pretty cozy because you were cozy with this person. You guys had little getaways. You guys had a home. It was nice and cozy. You felt loved and in love. You gave your body and your mind and your heart to this person. You gave your spirit and your vibe and your energy to this person. You started to build a life in your head with this person. That's what this is. You built it. You built it. And you built it up. And this person, 7 of Swords, they fed into it. This person came in and said, we're going to have a future. We're going to get married, probably in a year or 2. We're going to have maybe 2 kids. Yeah, going to have 2 kids and a dog and a house and a picket fence. We're going to have that. We're going to have a business. They might have come in and befriended your family or your children. They might have cozied up to them. You know, you don't just step into kids' lives and pull yourself out and get away with it. You know what kind of karma comes for people that does that? They start to hug children, kiss them on the forehead, tell them you love them, be there for them, hold them, act like you're a stepfather or stepmother to them, even for a 6-month period. You build that connection, that dream, that relationship. So what happens to people that hurt children in a lying relationship is their own biological children disown them. That's karma. You see how that works? Why? Because the kids that they disowned had dreams, had hope, had love, had connection, Kids are very loving and open and resilient. So example of someone who gets karma after that is they go and have another child, or maybe they already previously have children and they've hurt children and they've disowned them in some way. So what happens down the road in about 5 years or however long it takes, that person's children are like, nah, I'm not into you anymore. I could care less. I don't really want anything to do with you. I don't want to celebrate my birthday with you. I don't really want to see you for Christmas. I don't really want to call you back or text you back. Maybe I just want to use you for dollars. You know, that's the karma. And the connection that they wanted with their biological children gets destroyed. Whatever blood DNA ties they create, where they want to have a future, it gets destroyed. Well, if that happens with children, because what you give, you receive. It's always a mirror. It's not exact. Karma is not literally apples to apples. It's very alike and very much like a mirror reflection. It's close, but not exact. That's why it twists its way to their biological children. But let's say you cheat on a man or woman that is in love with you and faithful to you. Let's say that's you, collective. Let's say this person spends money. They help them with bills, or they help them get things together, or they buy them a phone, or they do stuff for them, right? Let's say they open up their home and they say, you can live here. You can stay here. You can eat this food. You can take over this place. You can have this and that. You can have that spot in the garage, you know. They sacrifice. They make room for someone. Oh, and it gets worse. Then the I love yous start, which is a spiritual contract. Whenever you say I love you, be careful. It's a karmic contract. It's a spiritual contract. It's even worse if someone says, hey, we don't have to love each other right now. I'm just having fun. I really just want to just mess around with that relationship. And the other person is like, you know, I love you. I'm in love with you. I want you to love me. You know, I want you to I want you to give me my heart. Or you know what I mean? I want you to give me your heart. That's what I mean. And they open up that person's heart. They literally get the key and they unlock it. So someone that is turned off, doesn't want a relationship, just wants to just be friends with maybe benefits or whatever, and they start to say the word love. And then, like I said earlier, let's say they start planning a future. We're going to get married. We're going to have kids. We're going to own a house, etc. They literally karmically signed a contract that they were going to fulfill all of that. And if they say things like, I promise I'm never going to leave, ever. I'm not like the other people you've dated or been with. I'm not them. I'm a good guy. I'm a good girl. I was raised better. Or they say things like, I love you with all my heart, and I know my heart. I don't love anyone. I haven't felt like this about anyone the way I feel about you. And I know my heart. And when I love somebody, I love them forever. I love them. And so I love you. You know, so collective, if you're just like, wow, that was me. They got me to love them. You know, perhaps it's another situation. Perhaps they weren't even your type. You know, 7 of Swords, you were like, You're not even my type. You're not my typical go-to kind of person. Like, that's not, I don't feel that way about you. And all of a sudden, they're opening up your heart, making you fall for them. That's a karmic contract. Because they brought you in. So, here we have, it's only a matter of time before the karmic ticking time bomb goes off. And it's about to hit with the Tower. This person's gonna lose their dog or their cat or their fiance or their husband or their wife or their job or their car. They're gonna lose it. This is how karma comes back at them. Just as they're making a little extra money, just as they have that extra $400 in the bank, just as they start to feel like their other relationship is moving forward, just when things get a little cozy, boom, freaking ticking time bombs go off. This is equivalent to having to walk on eggshells. Your person literally has to walk on eggshells, because if they don't, they're gonna piss off the person they're around. And that could be their kid, could be their adult kid, could be their friends, could be their lover, but they're gonna piss them off because they have been a ticking, gaslighting time bomb to you. Kilowatt, they got matching tattoos. Wow, that's betrayal at the highest level. When somebody goes out and gets matching tattoos, they've created a karmic contract, of course, with that person, but the fact that they left unfinished business behind when they did that, oh, well, they're going to have to get a laser remover because they're going to break up. It's like a curse. You know, it's literally the ticking time bomb. As soon as you get a matching tattoo, start counting the days before the breakup happens, because that clock is ticking. So anyways, this person is really about to go through it. So how they feel about you? They honestly, they want to reconnect. Like I said, Ace of Cups, Five of Cups in the reverse. This is probably one of the bigger messages besides the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. Their hidden desires to make up with you, to come back around. Okay, I'm feeling all that vibe, even with that Eight of Cups there. You know, the Five of Cups reversed is a very, very difficult emotion. It is usually the inability, like you are unable to let go of what's been lost. The pain that you've suffered, you can't let it go. This is wallowing in self-pity. This is ultimate depression. This is suicidal thoughts. This is lunacy. This is, I'm going crazy. I don't know who I am. You know, this is real suffering right here. And they've got to try to see the good in their crappy situation. They have to see this loss is to point them in the right direction. There's some kind of a gain. But it also indicates someone coming back into your life with the cups turning back over. So I know they're returning. Like I said, I'm not saying you're going to have welcoming arms. I'm not saying that. I don't give a darn, honestly, what your choice is and what you choose to do with this information. I'm not here for that. I'm a professional reader. I come here to give you the truth. I don't know if you've noticed here on my channel, 44 minutes, 44 seconds when I said this. I don't know if you've noticed, But I'm not here to tickle your peach. I'm not here to make you feel sweet and happy after you leave the reading. I would love to. And there are very many cases that I do. But if you're looking for that reader to go down a line of zodiac signs and tell every single one of you, this is going to be good, that's going to be good, that's going to be good, oh, you're all getting something good. You're all getting money and you're all getting love. Congratulations, all 12 zodiacs. You must have nothing wrong in your life. And all of you must be born at the same exact second, at the same exact time, at the same exact place on the planet, because, you know, there couldn't be a more different reading for any of you. It's all the same. You're all getting pats on the backs and high fives and sugar-coated readings. Don't you just love those readers? Or how about the readers that don't want to talk about your personal life? They want to talk about what's going on in the world. World predictions. No one gives a crap about that, really. They want to know what's going on in their life. Or what about the negative Nellies? Everything's trash. Their reading is like, your life sucks, your life sucks, your life sucks. All of your life sucks. Learn your karmic lessons. Detach, let go, move on, go to somebody new. If you ever see a theme in readers, and that is their go-to weekly, daily, that's their theme. Aries through freaking Pisces. That's why I don't do a lot of zodiac readings, because it takes a really long time, but I like to connect with you guys on a deeper level. But please, I just hope your intuition has kicked off when you're watching this crap and you're like, this doesn't resonate. And it's not because the message isn't good, because maybe it's tantalizing, maybe it's titillating, maybe it's interesting, it has tea and intrigue. And the reading is like, it's a good reading, but it's not yours. You know, and you just feel that ick. Like, this isn't my reading. I want it to be, but it's not resonant. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I'm just clicking through readings. I don't really feel that one. I don't really feel that one. Well, if you're in that slump, it means you need a private. You need a private, personal reading. I love YouTube. I love that they have a platform to reach you at your lowest moments for free, and you get to get a reading. Back, 20 years ago, this wasn't possible. You'd have to go hunting down a psychic to get a reading. And where's the references? You would just hope the one you're paying a lot of money to is honest. And sorry to say, but 9 times out of 10, they're not. So 20 years ago, you wouldn't have this luxury. Now you are very lucky, thanks to Rahu. But you're very lucky because you can turn on the channel here on YouTube and see probably, I would venture out to say, at least 10,000 channels of tarot readers, different languages for some, but you probably have at least 10,000 readers on YouTube to choose from. And a lot of them are trash. You can just clear out 5K of them right now because you're like, that's trash. And then you have to sift through the other 5K, which are pretty damn good. But then you got to pick out the frauds from the real ones. And sometimes it's very tricky. You got to use your intuition. And then you round it down to a few hundred people that you really like. And then you got to pick it out even further, like a layer. And then you have to align it with your path. Which one of those readers is aligned for you? That you're going to hit. Basically, when you watch their channel, you're going to get more hits. You're going to get more readings for free because they're on your vibe. You're connected to them. It's fate. It's karma somehow. Anyways, sorry to go off on a tangent. That's just something else, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with that. But anyways, back to this reading. Thank you, Kilowatt. Back to this reading here. They're coming back. I think that's where I was going with this. They're coming back. And some of you want to hear it and some of you don't. Like I said, I don't care if you want to hear it or you don't. It's not my problem. I love you, but it's not my problem. And if you're watching this and it resonates, why is this person coming back? Why would you have to put up with somebody like this? A liar. I'm going to give you the flat out answer right away. Soulmate ties. It just is what it is. Your soulmate is not always beautiful, handsome, or good. Sometimes your soulmate is an evil POS. Sorry, but who knows why you were born that way, you know? But let's go ahead and ask the cards. Why? Why in God's name do you need to put up with this person again in any way? We have here, ready to release this love block and powerless. The power struggle is real. It means you have no control. You're literally powerless. You can't stop the tsunami from coming. It's going to hit. And then you need to be ready to release the love block. You've evolved. And you're grateful for this person's closure. You're grateful this person came to and acknowledged your truth. That's wonderful. Some of you guys are going to get that. That I told you so moment, even though I don't think you're going to throw it in their face, but it's just going to be that confirmation that you didn't deserve to be left. You were the one. They effed up big time and they own it. And they've struggled and they got their karma and you're going to hear about it. That is justice to some of you guys. Just the acknowledgement that you found out, hey, the tower came for me and I got my peach kicked and I regret the day I ever messed things up with you. I've been a real idiot. I guess it took me a long time. For a lot of you guys, woohoo, justice. For some of you guys, it's flat out, I'm a complete a-hole. I'm in love with you. I'm stupid. I'm a jerk. I'm delusional. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you at all. You deserve better. But I'm here for you. Whatever you need, call me. When you need me, call me. I'd love to see you. I'd love to hang out with you. I'd love to make it up to you. You know, in any way, can I start to make it up to you? Can I earn your trust back? I really want to work for this second chance with you, if I could, please. For some of you guys, yes, that's your justice. And it makes you so happy because maybe some of you guys have kids with this person and it means your family, 10 of Cups, gets put back together. And that is a prayer come true and a dream come true. For some of you guys, it's not children. It's just your soulmate. And you finally get to reunite and they've learned. That's great. That can happen in this reading. It can happen. You know, and there's one more. One more that's neither of those scenarios. It's this person comes back and you've evolved and you're just not interested. It brings some sort of satisfaction that they came back. And is it mean? Maybe. Who cares if it is mean? This is real. This is truth. This is honesty. Maybe you're just going to feel satisfaction knowing their life is trash. And you smile a little bit because karma kicked their peach and they deserved it. And you get to tell them, big loss, buddy. Or big loss, girl. You know, sorry, but you missed this boat like a long time ago. I don't even have feelings to you, for you anymore. Bye. That's it. And for, you know, like I said, that's the ladder. For some of you guys, that's where you're at. You're evolved. You're no longer interested. But see, my job is not to sit here and read to you, this is your outcome. This is your outcome. This is your outcome. My job is to read you who's coming in and what they're feeling. Here they are. This is that person. Let's see. Spirit, can you show me what this person's going through? Show me what this person is going through right now. Can I get some insight, please? Oh, well, shit. That's a freaking sign. That's an omen. Look at, they just got burned. My card fell in the candle, burned the candle out. That's crazy. That is crazy. Look at that, my candle. That's an omen. On what card? 6 of Wands. High honor. And it got burned. And it was like this in reverse, which means humiliation. They got burned and humiliated publicly. That's just a sign. Something, oh, look at these two stuck together. We're going to take it. It's another omen. Let's turn these over, see what this omen is. Spirit doesn't do things on accident. This isn't a whoops, shouldn't have happened. No, it happened for a reason. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Karmic in the upright. How can you get more clear that they got their karma? They got humiliated by their karmic, and they've been with this person about 7 years, give or take. Queen of Swords, they got their ASS handed to them. 5 of Swords conflict. They are in 5 of Cups. It was bound to happen. Ticking time bomb. Broken karmic cycles. Looks like their karmic broke up with them. That's not the worst of it, though, is it? Also, whatever they put their money into, financial deposits, gone. Where'd it go? I don't know. I invested in that trailer. I invested in that business. I invested in that home. I put stuff in. No, it's gone. It's gone. You wasted your time. You deposited your time and energy and money into the wrong person, aka the karmic. Did you learn your karma? Queen of Swords says. Did you learn that? Shit. I think so. 5 of Swords. I think I did. 5 of Cups. 55. 5-5. Challenge. Obstacles. Hardships. Peach kickings. Absolutely. Do you feel like SHIT right now? Yes, I do. Are you embarrassed? I am. This is what's happening to them. This one, I just got an intuitive message in my mind, and I'm going to go with it. Okay? Each one of these cards holds something. But I want to hold them all in reverse. Because whatever comes out in these, they lost. I don't know. That's the intuitive hit I got, so I'm going to do it that way. Number 1, reminiscing on past precious moments. In the reverse, even though it came outright for me, it means they're not looking fondly at their past. They look back at their past and feel like SHIT. They are not enjoying time alone. Deep, dark times in isolation. They're also suffering publicly because the isolation's in reversed. So, yeah, there's public humiliation, public suffering from poor judgment. In reverse, it's they know. They know they made poor judgment. They are losing face because of their stupid choices. And they are not recovering from heartbreak. This is healing from heartbreak, but in reverse, it's I'm not getting over it. I'm still in pain. I'm hurting. Their heart hurts. Their chest hurts. They have anxiety. This is like really what they're losing. What hat is Karma wearing for them? Karma, can you show me the hat you're wearing right now? An ego killer. Magnificence. This is all about self-love, self-care, self-respect. They're learning they've been too selfish. Own your magnificence. The world needs your brilliance and grace. They're also learning that this is all them. This didn't happen to them. No one pushed their bad karma on them. They're not a victim. This is their fault. Karma's saying, own your own SHIT, man. Own it. You did this. You created this. The karma's not here because you're a bad guy and you're a bad girl for like once in your life. You made your bed and you should lie in it. By the way, you're going to have to retreat from everything that you wanted, and now you need help. So they took their independence. Independence, gone. Oh, you need people now. You need your soulmate, or you need your karmic, or you need someone. You're not independent. They literally took it. Karma is taking it from them. They have to hurt. They did this to you. They have to feel it. They might have taken your independence away in some way. Like there's something that happened to you in the breakup. Like you lost your house because they weren't there to take care of it with you. Or your credit went down because you helped them out in some way and you got yourself in a financial mess and you couldn't get back out. Or they promised that they would be there to pay half on it. Like, I'm going to be there with you. You got involved or invested in something and then they didn't, you know? And you had to move out. You had to move out and go live with family or friends, or perhaps you had to get a roommate, or perhaps, you know, whatever it was, but it took away some independence. Or you had to go get a loan just to stay above water. Whatever it was, their plans to be your partner, they destroyed it. So they took your independence away in some way where you had to depend on somebody that you didn't want to. So now they are forced karmically to depend on a bank or depend at the mercy of somebody else. Basically, it's in God's hands. Spirit, can you tell me more about this person's karma because of just what's going on? So here we have the Star card in the reverse. Have faith, healing is in the forecast. Interesting that it's in reverse, though. Bottom of the deck is Six of Swords in the reverse. All aboard, witch. It's time to write a new chapter. But in reverse, I feel like I don't want to write a new chapter. I want what I used to have. See, Kilowatt, there you go. There's the karma. Yep, I gave up a townhouse to move in with him and ended up at my sister's. And you loved that house. See, you lost something. And this is why they're going to lose something as well. But let's read this karma. This is justice. It's just justice is what it is. Don't feel bad. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But when it's reversed, the hardships that they've endured is causing them to lose belief in themselves, which we know Six of Wands in reverse, to lose faith in their path. They feel like they're failing at everything. Like, I just made terrible, terrible choices. I'm losing they're damn near suicidal. Like, they're losing everything because they're such an F up, which is the truth. But they got to man up to this or woman up to this. It may not seem like things are ever going to get better. Like they're just doomsday. Oh, it's never going to get better. It's never going to be better. I should just die. I'm at the edge. My life is terrible. Like, just, all that, all of it. And the universe is sitting here just like, really? That's what you got from this? Poor you? Narcissistic you? Why are you going through this? Why did you lose this karmic? Why is karma coming at you? Why are you humiliated? Why are you suffering in your relationships and in your investments? Because you did it, bro. You did it to someone else. Now it's back. You have to pay karma. I don't know. I don't know if they see it, but the tower's here to make sure they see it. It's here. It's going to happen. Get ready. Things are about to get shaken up in this person's life. There is a huge storm brewing in their life, and it's cold, and it's going to come suddenly, and it's going to show unexpected loss from them. And deep down, they know they deserve it. They know it's for the best, and they got to climb out. It's not going to put them in their comfort zone, that's for damn sure. And when it all comes crumbling down, they have to see that they can construct something better with this new opportunity with the magician, this new chance, Wheel of Fortune, to do it better. And they don't get a fresh slate. They don't get to go move on with the next chick, the next dude, and give them all the glory and give them all the gold. There's this thing that's circulating on social media right now, and a lot of men are posting it. And they're saying, it's terrible they're saying, it's one of the worst things we do as men. Their words, not mine. We starve ourselves. We're hungry with the women we don't eat with when we become who we need to be. So when we have food at our table, this is all metaphorical. We eat with the woman that we didn't starve with. These men are spreading it. They're like, that's one of the worst things we do as men. We climb and climb and climb, and we hurt the women that have been hungry with us, like needing money, needing prosperity and abundance. This is the struggle, okay? Once these men are done with the struggle and their little struggle meal with the person that held a temporary position in their life, they go to what they would consider their dream girl. Be it she's 20 years younger, 10 years younger, whatever, 5 years younger. Be it that she has a better body. Be it that she has no kids. Be it that her parents have money. Whatever it is, they go and they share their prosperity and their abundance that they built with somebody else, with another. And if you think they're going to keep it, don't. Karma's coming. Karma is coming. My uncle is actually a prime example of that. This happens in real life. My uncle did my aunt wrong. He met her in high school. He cheated on her in high school. Abused her in high school, but still asked her to marry him. He had 3 kids with her. He stayed married over 20 years. He built from the ground up a house, custom home. He built a business from the ground up. They used to eat hardly anything and live in poverty, and he built from the ground up with this woman. And she did get to enjoy a nice life, but only for about 5 or 10 years. It wasn't an ongoing thing. It was like, we finally made it to the top. Creme de la creme, the creme brulee, right? We made it. But he made her suffer. And he kept cheating. He probably cheated the whole relationship. But the last probably 5 years of that marriage was blatant, outright cheating in the face, you know? And he would buy other women expensive items. He would take other women on trips. He would party and spend thousands out with strippers, prostitutes. She put up with his cocaine habits. She put up with him being gone all night. She put up with his physical abuse, his verbal, mental, belittling, and emotional abuse. And she finally couldn't do it anymore. She had to go because he never changed. He didn't become better. He just got worse. And she left him when he was giving their wealth to literally a stripper that he had work for him in his company so she could do sexual favors for him. And then he fell in love with her. Some nobody, some young girl who was 20 years younger than his wife and money hungry. And she saw nothing but dollar signs. She wasn't really attracted to him. She was attracted to his power and his money. Being the boss, having the big house on the hill, money to blow, millions of dollars. He had access to millions of dollars. And she saw herself being elevated. She wanted his wife's spot. She got him to promise her marriage. She got him to buy her a car. She got him to elevate her and pay her more money in the business that she was working with him. She got him to buy her all kinds of things, clothing, trips, the cars. She got him to help purchase a new place to live in a better area because she used to live in like the ghetto. And he wouldn't put her in a posh, upscale condo up north, like on the, the north end of town, the fancy end of town. The condo area, because she had no kids, no need for a house, but the area where people are driving around Jaguars, Mercedes, Land Rovers, where down the street there's a bunch of $1 million houses. Yeah, he got her a condo there. While he was married, while he was freaking married, she was still seeing another boyfriend, using him for his money. A lot of dramas happened. So she wasn't in love with him. And he was ready to, because he fell in love. Remember, I'm sharing this story with you because this is how karma works. It doesn't wait when they've got nothing to lose. It waits till they got everything to lose. So when he fell in love with her, he was fighting over this girl. He went to jail over this girl. He's given this girl all kinds of money. She's got him freaking eggplant whooped. Okay? He is whooped. He is in love. He's ready to give her a ring, and he's ready to give her his last name. He's ready to make babies, even though he has a whole family. See, karma got him. With the one person he cared about. She took him to the bank. She cleaned him out. She got him in trouble in jail for stalking and harassment because she realized she was more in love with her other boyfriend than him, and who cares about money? She already had the condo. She already had the car. She already had the stuff. So thank you. I'm going to go back with my boyfriend now. More karma for her, right? Anyways, what do you think happened to her? You think she lived happily ever after with that boyfriend? No. Nope, not the homewrecker. But anyways, my aunt had enough and decided, I'm going to go ahead and end this. You want to go be with that girl, go be with that girl. See how far it takes you. I'm done. I'm not interested. I'm not in love with you. I don't have feelings for you. I don't even have feelings that I want to save this for the kids. Those feelings are gone. You know, when a wife no longer has feelings to save it for the kids, you've got nothing left. Because at first she wants to save it for her, for you. She's in love. If you lose that, now she's just trying to hang in there for the kids so they have a good life. And that's gone. You really showed her you don't have anything to offer. You are irrelevant. So the divorce happened, and she said, you can keep the house, but I want you to buy me a new house. One where we don't have these memories, one where we didn't build it together, because she could have kept that house. But you know, that house had too much debt. Karmic debt, financial debt, memory. She wanted a fresh slate. Not 20 years of marriage to remind her. So she went and got a nice house in a nice area. And then she said, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get my alimony too. And child support. Mind you, one of the kids was still a minor, like 9. And the other child was 16. The other one was married and grown. But he still had 2 children he had to pay for a while, till they're 21. So she got her child support, which ended up being probably $1,000 a month or somewhere near there. And she got her alimony, and that lasts about 10 years. So this man, my uncle, ended up paying probably over $1,500 a month in that minimum. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the minimum in alimony and child support. On top of that, he had to pay for a whole new house. So he probably took a second mortgage out on the house they were in to pay cash out for the house she wanted. So she got her new start, him out of the picture, house paid for, wasn't as big as the one as she used to have. She didn't care. She had a full paid off house. One she could mortgage, she could get equity out on, get loans if she ever needed to buy a car, or she ever had to pay for their college, or she wanted work done, or, you know, she had it in the house if she wanted it. Money just sitting there. And she had her alimony, so she had free money every month. She could eat well. They could travel. She found herself a new man. A man that didn't have any money, really. He was just a basic man. You know, I think he worked at a grocery store, but he was a good guy, and he treated her right. Go figure, a woman that comes from a millionaire. When that woman has money, she's not looking for another millionaire. She could have had that. She was just looking for a good man. She found one, and she invited him to live at her home on his dime. Karma. Karma is a peach only when you are. Because look at her good karma. She put in work. Saturn saw it. Saturn was like, okay, you were a dedicated wife. You were a loyal wife. You were a good mother. You cooked, you cleaned, you presented well. You took care of yourself. You had a really nice home. You gave those children a good school life. You gave them fun activities. You gave them a good life. You gave them good holidays. You were good to this man's parents. You were good to this man. You deserve a payoff. Like I said, karma's a peach only when you are. So she got her good karma. She's got to roll in her good karma. So it takes time, 7 of Pentacles, Temperance, to see all this karma. It took her time. It took her 20 years to get her good karma, you know, and it took him I think he tanked it within about 7 years after that divorce. Like, his bad times just began before the divorce. After the divorce, he got broke. He got more on drugs. He had to sell things that he loved, like his Jaguar, his jet skis, his golf carts, his furniture, his expensive furniture, you know, prized items, you know, his lifestyle. So yeah, he lost it. He lost his wife, he lost his kids, he lost his lifestyle, he lost his business. He actually got caught in another infidelity, which happened before the latter, but he got caught up in a nightmare during the divorce where his partner in his business that he made millions with found out that he was having an affair with his partner's wife for many years before the last girl. But like, we're talking like 10 years of infidelity with his partner's wife, of all people. And yeah, he lost that business, obviously. And you know what? Karma. The partner that he did wrong still owns that business today, or sold it off and got a bunch of money. But he ended up with the business. He ended up with the money longer than my uncle did. And he made well. And he got to stay with his wife. He chose to stay with his wife for whatever reason. But they made it work. And the uncle, the instigator, got what he deserved. So I'm going to get off that story, but it is a very prime example of the kind of karma this person's going to get. I'm not saying that's cookie cutter exactly what's going to happen in this person's life, but you can see how karma will trickle down and give you what you gave. And it only hit my uncle when he was happy and in love. So trust me, when your person who hurt you gets their karma, it's only going to happen when they're happy and when they're in love. When they have matching tattoos. When they have a house on the hill. When they have a business that's flourishing. When they have their little independence. That's when it happens. When things are going well with their kids and then it's not. You know. Sometimes karma takes pets away from people that don't deserve them. And I've seen that karmically. And it's, you don't deserve the love of that pet because you're selfish. You're greedy. You know, and the pet will die. It's like their soul can't be around a dark person. So they'll get cancer and they'll die because the person that loves them is not a good person. My uncle had 2 chihuahuas. He mistreated those chihuahuas, but he loved them. He loved them. They were his companions. And they died. They died early. I don't remember how, but they were gone. So let me tell you, they take pets away. Because Virgo, it's a Dashtana house, 6th house. Part of your debts, you know. And then later he went and got himself 2 other dogs, larger breed dogs, and he loved them, and they were beloved dogs. And they died young, like something happened to him. They got cancer or something like that. He was super attached to those dogs, and he was like, I want to do it better. I want to have a better relationship with a dog. And they were gone. Why? Because he wasn't a good person. In his heart, he wasn't a good person. So animals are so pure. They can't be in negative energy. They can't be in narcissistic energy. And a lot of times when a narcissistic person has a pet, their pet will die. And it may not be from abuse. It's just they get sick. It's like the pet literally inhales their toxicity and expresses it physically. Just their energy is carcinogenic because they're narcissists. So, and it's sad because I feel like narcissists actually do bond to pets because they get to completely control the pet. The pet lives and breathes for the narcissist. Their every waking moment, the moment they wake up, the moment they go to bed, they're living and breathing on the narcissist. So believe me, narcissists strangely have a fondness for pets. And you'll see that those negative types of people will lose their pets. You'll see what happens. They'll get sick. They need surgeries. Like, it's not the pet's fault. It's the karma. It's sad. It's just what happens. Sick people, evil people, twisted, demented people, they can't keep pets long. They can't live. They can't have healthy pets. You know? And you'll see it like people that are twisted. They have weird fetishes. They're like freak-offs. They're like weird. Their pets get sick. They die. Pets can't live in toxicity like that. They need to have a thriving, healthy environment. They need to have good energy. They can't be around weirdos. And it's honestly a shame that we don't have mental asylums now, because a lot of these sick people would not be loose on the streets, you know, doing the harm that they do and just being sick, just hurting people, you know, weirdos, creeps, abusers, killers, you know, just sick people. Anyways, so moving on to what this person feels about you, we'll get more into that, but let me tell you what's happening to this person with the Six of Swords, because that's a heavy energy. It is in reverse. When the Six of Swords shows up reversed, they have not left their troubles behind. They can't let it go. This is like, I can't do it. Something is still lingering in their life. They're thinking about those what ifs. They can't keep moving on. They have to look at it, and they know they have to let go of some emotional baggage, or they have to heal some karma. They have to fix something. They know they can't just go on. That's their logic. You know, it's a very logical thought, Six of Swords. What do I need to fix before I go? I can't go yet. But they have to confront the real issue at hand. They're being forced, guys. They're being forced. So they're really hurting. They're really suffering. You don't have to hear this whole message if it's already icking you out, but this is the person that's coming back. This is the person, and it's their karma. You know, who are you to get mad at the universe? Like, hey, don't bring them around. That's their karma. They owe you. They do. This is a debt. It must be repaid. It's partly about you, but it's not all about you and their love. It's not all love, okay? It's karma for some of you. So let's get a little bit more, because I know you guys want me to close up on this. Show me how this person feels. How does this person feel? Um, 15-minute notice, $15 a card. I recommend 2. So you can get an oracle and a tarot, but I'll give you guys 15 minutes from right now. I was at 88 minutes when I started this message. You can go to jks1111.com, donate, or you can go to Cash App. Let that SHIT go, 1111, and you can get a reading. Right now, Sabrina, it's your birthday, so we're just going to do your reading for free. Everyone else, you've got 15 minutes. This is a major discount. I should charge at least $40 for a reading. I usually charge $44 for a reading. a little bit more cards, but I usually charge at least that. So $15 for a reading for a card, and the bottom of the deck is free. It's a good deal. Spirit, can you show me how this person is feeling in regards to the collective, please? How is this person feeling? Show me their feelings. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. That's what they're feeling. I see the light. I see the error of my ways. I want to move forward. Ace of Pentacles. I'm scared to give you that apology. I'm terrified. But I know I owe you one. 10 of Cups. You were good to me. I feel like you were good to me, and I didn't give you a chance. Page of Cups is the next step after the Ace of Cups, the blessing. So first you're given the blessing. Then you take action on the blessing with the Page of Cups. They got you, and you were a blessing. They didn't take it to the next level. They could have been happy with you. 10 of Cups. This is, I know now I could have been happy with you. Thank you, Kilowatt. Oh, thank you, girl, for the donation. I can't wait to do your reading. So yeah, this is, I should have been happy with you. I could have, but I effed it up. Their feeling is, I want a new beginning with you. This time I want to skip the little offer I didn't give you, and I want to jump to the next step, Knight of Cups. I want to take action towards you with love. Not only are you going to get that apology, you're going to get some kind of action from me. Why? Because I left the karmic, or the karmic left me. Oh, boom, there's a fact. There's a fact. Oh, it couldn't get more facty than this. Oh, such a fact. Yep. Karmic and me are done. Death. I wasn't able to have what I wanted. I didn't get my little karmic adventure to be the 10 of Cups. Like, we didn't make it to the 10 of Cups. We got death. I resisted it. I resisted death. But it happened to me. 3 of Swords. I'm getting it now. 3 of Swords. 7 of Wands. 5 of Wands. Boy, is there drama in my life. I am alone and I am single. Single as a Pringle. 9 of Pentacles. Hermit. All 9s. I see another 9. Look at that. 9 of Cups. 999. The number of endings. But also the number of transformation. Did you know that? This is a number 9 year. There's no number that doesn't revert back to a 9. Like, there's something about the 9 can always come back to itself, or something like that. I don't know. Some saying. But yeah, transformations. So anyways, alone, 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 10 of Swords. Boy, is it hard being alone. Boy, is this a painful ending, a painful death, a painful karmic lesson. I'm doing some super soul searching right now. I'm really going through it. I am the Hermit. I am alone. I am in the dark. I am seeing the light. I'm soul searching. I'm reflecting. I'm learning my lessons, but boy, am I mastering them too. I see it. I know now. 9 again. Holy crap. 9, 9, 9, 9. That's crazy. 4 9s. 4s is the law. 4s represent stability, structure, and law. And karma. So anyways, boy, are they getting it. And it's happening all to them. Oh, we talked about the Tower. Talked about the Tower. There it is. Boom. Again. Why? Because I can't be happy. I didn't give you what you deserved. Up. And another number 9. Damn. Okay. 99999. Boy, am I alone right now. In 94 minutes. Look at all these ridiculous 9s. Queen of Swords. Boy, did the truth just get harsh, cold, and real. Cold as the wind. Oops. Could be a Virgo. Could be a sign related to your 9th house. Also. Playfulness. Can we recapture the romance? This is very Page of Cups. Very Knight of Cups. I want to flirt with you. I want to kiss you. I want to tickle you. I want to reach out to you. Like, I want to see if I could win you back. I don't want to be alone. But they feel like you're going to turn them down unrequited love. You're going to love yourself first. You're calling in a soulmate, a different soulmate that isn't full of deception. They know that you're like, I don't want this. I don't want you. I don't want this. I don't want none of it. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. You killed it. I'm about to tap into how you feel. Just to be sure. It's their headache. They are just too much to think about. And you're like, to even begin the drama about this person. Why? You're just like, they give me a headache, Steph. Okay? A headache. They made me feel bad about myself. I don't think I want to go back to this person. This may not be forever, but this is right now. Ready to release. See, that's why they had to come back to you. Ready to release the love block. I almost feel like them coming back and trying to fix things is karma. You're probably not going to take them on that offer. But some of you might. But this is, I just want to let you go. And I'm free. I just want to be free. As much as I want to support that. Hear me out before I give you this next card. I fully support every one of you that wants to leave this no good eggplant. Okay? I just want you to know I fully support you. I'm with you on it as your reader. But also as your reader, and this is what it is. Put my damn foot massager on. As your reader, as much as I think you should put them in the dirt, you are divine counterparts. Supposed to reunite with this person, even though they're too much to think about. Even though this is good karma, it says release the love block, the anger, the grudge, the resentment, you know, the hostility, all that. Like it says release it. I don't know. Hey, I know. I'm feeling it with you. I'm feeling the shock with you. But this dark night of the soul that you went through with them, as awakening as it was, as painful, hurtful, and struggling as it was for you, something good came out of it with the star. Like, you got the best version of yourself. Like, somehow through the hell they put you through, you found yourself. Somehow through the cheating, the lying, the deception, the betrayal, the backstabbing, the denials, the unrequited love, like through all of that, you became this freaking little star, you know, and you, I don't know, like, you found love in yourself. You loved yourself again. Somehow because of them. And this dark night, you loved yourself. I don't know if you would have been able to do it without the hell you went through, to be honest. And this was your karma. Karma's at work here, which we already knew throughout the whole reading. It's your karma. What goes around comes around. Past life connections, calling in your soulmate. Like I said, I don't know why you channeled this eggplant. I don't know why you were born and reincarnated with this eggplant. With this freaking peach. I don't know why. I don't know you like that. I'm not God. I don't know you like that. I'd have to see your chart. I don't know why. You have to put up with this crap. This is on you, person. Like, seriously, like, check your chart. If you want to see your past life, look at your Ketu, your south node of the moon. It will tell you a little something about before you came here, before you were born, before you were reincarnated. It will tell you something about that. Maybe you can get a hit off of your intuition on what happened in this past life with this person, because you guys have it. You are divine counterparts. Some of you guys might be a twin flame, which means two people, one soul. You can't really escape your soul. That's redundant. Not possible. You can't just cut half of yourself off and say, see you later. Like, maybe never. It doesn't, it's hilarious. And I practice the craft, and I am wholly into divine research of twin flames. You can't do that. You cannot cord cut your way through a twin flame connection. That's stupid. That's like those 3 oracles that tried to cut Hercules' life string, his little cord. They're like, these scissors aren't cutting. I can't cut his string. And they're like, yeah, you give me those scissors. And it's gold. Like, why can't you cut his freaking cord? Because he's a god. Not that you're a god, because you're not. But I'm just saying. It's hilarious when actual twin flames literally go to witches, if you will, and say, can you help me do a cord cutting ritual? Oh, let me just Google this. Let me go on YouTube. Cord cutting ritual. Okay, I have 0 experience, 0 knowledge, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to follow the rules on this person's video, and I'm going to successfully cord cut myself away from this freaking soul path. It's redundant. It's ridiculous. It's not possible. You'd be as successful as cutting Hercules' cord. You'd be that successful. Of course, that's for twin flames. For soulmates, it's still difficult. It's not as difficult as it's impossible with twin flame is my point. It's impossible. With a soulmate, it's possible, but it's still like, you might come back. You might come back again together. It's not really cut. My best example of people trying to cord cut soulmates, and I'm a movie girl, so I always reference Woman on Top with Penelope Cruz. And I forget that guy's name. But you all probably know the movie. He's an a-hole. He's a freaking peach. He's a freaking eggplant. And she leaves him. And she does a ritual to take her love away from him. And she does a candle ritual. She does a sacrifice. She sends her love back to the sea. She wants the goddess of the sea to take her love away from this man that she was married to and loved and was her soulmate. Because he was a freaking eggplant. He was a peach. And it worked. Hello, like I said, it's not impossible for soulmates, but you can do it, but it doesn't last. And then in the end of the movie, spoiler alert, he comes back begging for her. Hello, Five of Cups. He comes back begging for her. Knight of Cupping it. I love you. I want you. I'm sorry. I'm a freaking peach. Forgive me. And she's like, nope, 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 nope. Get away from me. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. I don't have any love for you anymore. Listen, you're better off with just go. Like, I don't even care about you anymore. You shouldn't be here. I don't love you. You know, I gave my love to the sea goddess. Like, if my love for you is so gone. It's gone. He even went to the ocean, was like, give me her love back. It didn't happen. But with soulmates, crazy things happen. And they ended up having one last meal together, which was the magic of their soulmate connection. It was food. That was like their past life connection. And so they're cooking together. And their love broke the spell. Their love, which existed with or without that curse, came back. And her love got released from the ocean. Literally releasing the love block. She got her love back for her husband, and she forgave him. And I know it's a movie, but he never cheated on her again. And they moved back to Brazil and lived happily ever after. He learned his lesson. It happens. I know it's a movie, but it happens. I'm just telling you, with soulmates, it's very much like that. You'll have some success cord cutting your love, but it probably will come back just because it's a soulmate connection. So don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. I practiced the craft. I did the craft in a past life. I very much feel I was a psychic in a past life. I very much feel I was heavy into witchcraft in a past life. Because the things I know how to do without knowing, like, I don't know, it creeps me out. I have a lot of Saturn energy. Pisces moon, I don't know, I got a lot of Saturn energy. But I know these things. Somehow I know what I'm talking about. And you can either believe me or not. But I really feel I know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm a little full of myself for saying that, but I also, Sag rising, just want to be honest with you. Like, that's legit. Anyways, so there's that. There's the twin flame and the soulmate. You probably really can't cut this. If you are karmic, meaning you have a temporary position, you are a temp worker. That's the best way I can describe it. You go to a job, you sign up, they tell you you're here for 90 days. You are a temporary worker. Okay, you go to work for 90 days and you know it's time to go. I did my duty. I got paid. Temp worker. A karmic is a temp worker. Karmics are duty fulfillment. They are lesson tools. I hate to say karmics are tools, but they are. They're used as a human emotional message to a soul to wake the hell up or get their SHIT together, or to just literally deliver suffering because they've earned it. You know, they got to endure it. That karmic debt, they got to feel it. So again, temporary, because the universe does not intend to make you suffer eternally, even if you do have karma. Like, there is no eternal suffering like that. It's just what's going to happen. So anyways, the temp workers, the karmics, living in Karmicville, they have an expiration date. The milk will sour. It might be creamy and sweet right now, honey, but it's going to sour. It will sour. The expiration date is the ticking time bomb. That being said, oh, hail to the yeah, you can cut a karmic cord. Because when you do a ritual, when you do a cord cutting situation, you've learned your lesson. And you're like, I learned it. They're not for me. I get it. I'm done. Yo, sign me up now. Can I get an early retirement? I'm really done. I really did the work. I really get the message. They're not for me. I don't ever want to replay that message again. I never want to deal with that situation again. I never want them ever again. I want them gone, period. Get them out of my life. I don't want them to message me, call me, look at me like, get me out of their life. Cut this. I don't want to feel anything for them. I already know. I already know they're not mine. I already know. If that is karmic and you go ahead and make that cord cutting ritual, they're gone. And it feels like a breath of fresh air, and it feels like a release of karma and a weight off your back, and you feel alive again and free. That, my friend, is a successful cord cutting ritual, and you literally dive into your karma, take it by the reins. Look at that, 111 minutes and 11 seconds when I said that. And you literally take control of your karma and yourself quicker. And you can kind of get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Clear some of that karmic debt. So yes, it's very, very successful with karmics. But see, a proper witch will tell you this. A proper witch knows this. They know the difference. A fake witch, a young witch, an ignorant witch, a wannabe witch, and any other witch you want to say is going to take your money and say that they can do it no matter what. I'm so sorry, but so many people get taken to do spells and rituals, or even they don't pay them. So many people are just naive and their intuition is not evolved, and they believe based on these videos that if I do this, it will work, and it doesn't. You know, we all learn, I've learned, we all learn. But use your intuition on that, because I can't be more honest with you than what I said here tonight about spells. That's why when people come to me and say, Steph, I need a reconciliation spell, Steph, I need a breakup spell, Steph, I need a karmic spell, I don't do it for everyone. I have to know the situation. I have to find out in your chart and in your cards if you are tied to this person as a soulmate or a twin flame in some cases. Because I'm not going to get my hands dirty in something like that. Because honestly, the universe, and I swear to you, this is the truth, the universe looks at you like you know better. Are you really going to be stupid? Are you going to take someone's money because spirituality is a joke or a money-making scheme? Are you going to do that? Are you really going to take money from someone that you know can't do this spell? Are you that desperate? Are you gonna be stupid? Like, okay, cool, because we're gonna take the intuition with us. I'm not talking to you anymore. And your intuition is down the tubes. And you can't read the freaking sign in front of your face. You can't read it. You can't read cards. You can't psychically read anything. You're just dumb. Like from now on, just energetically, psychically dumb, and your guides have left you and abandoned you, and your ancestors want nothing to do with you because you're an embarrassment to the spiritual community, meaning the dead, the past, your history, and the real spiritual community alive today. But you'd be an embarrassment, and they don't want you there. They don't want you as a part of it, because what we do here is magic. It's healing, it's divine, it's otherworldly. It's from some other place. Magic is a portal. That's why you do a welcoming circle. That's why you ask spirits and energies to be with you, because you are using power. And it better be for something wholesome and good or righteous. Never, never, never do magic unless you are justified. You can hex people if it's justified. You can curse people when it's justified. Righteous cursing. You can get blessings. Call money in, call people in, call things in, because it's the law of the universe. It's the law of assumption, the law of attraction. Those are materialistic things. You can call them in. But when it involves people, souls, yep, you don't play. You don't play for money. You don't play for popularity. You don't play. And I will never play. I don't care if I have one viewer and I am the least popular YouTuber out and I'm desperate. I still would not do magic for everybody, for anything. I wouldn't. I would never do it. Not even if I was broke on the street, I would never do it. I would say, I'm sorry, that's just something I can't do. I won't. I have my own karma, dharma. I have my own conscience. I want my gifts. I don't want them to leave me. Anyways, what was I saying? By the way, you have a reconciliation coming. Why? Because you have a road to recovery. Why? Because that's your freaking counterpart. You don't have to like them. Like I said, I'm with you. I would think you should leave them and never look back. Hell, why not? They're just freaking eggplant. Freaking peach. They get on my nerves. I don't like them. But I'm not God. I'm not you. I don't know who you love. But this freaking turd is coming back in your life. This freaking turd. They're coming back. I guess I'm going to leave it there. That's what they feel about you. That's what's happening. I'll get you a little oracle here for your love message from the universe about this crazy turd connection. We're going to go with it. Why is this coming up here? Okay. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Secret admirer. Okay, this person's a fake, denial, liar, whatever. They love you and they're an idiot. And you can tell them I said that. Next, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right, there is no wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Meaning, sorry, yep, there's no right guy, no wrong guy, no. It's just love. And the universe is like, you know, sorry. But there you have it. Bottom of the deck, overall bottom line. Criticizing one another will only lead you guys to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Somehow you're going to have to love this turd. Well, you don't have to, but it's in the cards. The past is now behind you. Release it. Hello. Ready to release this love block. Release it and embrace the new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Well, good luck. You guys are officially woman on top. And you could be a man, I don't care, but the movie, you are officially the woman on top. You don't want this. They are crazy, but they're coming. And I don't know. Tanino's going to be on your doorstep crying. And they're a headache. They are. They've given you way too much to think about, but it is what it is. Yeah. Isn't it funny that when you go off and you love yourself and you're done, here they come? Because they're like, and you're just like, why? Why are you coming towards me? Why? Because your life is crap? Because you're losing everything? Probably, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. It's in the cards. Yeah. But how other ways was it going to happen? Was it just going to happen in what? In your mind? They're, I don't know. What in your mind? Like, is it your ideal? Is it your idealism that one day they're happy and they just have a spark of inspiration that says, you're not the right one? I'm going back to my person? That's idealism. Like that's an ideal situation for sure. I think that's even a little bit fantasy. The real truth, the real life is no. It's not going to be cupcakes and rainbows. They're going to get their karma, and that's going to force them into a hole where they have to look at their issue. That's real life. So I'm sorry they didn't just wake up one morning and realize it's you. I'm sorry they have to go down freaking Karmicville's worst road known to man. But that's the road they have to go down. So it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching this message. Ooh, 121 minutes and 21 seconds when I said that. But I love you, and I hope to see you here next time. This reading was a little bit crazy. If you're here for the first time, it's not always like this. I don't know. This was just a weird message. But if you saw it for a reason. You came here for this. Saturn is in my moon right now. And Saturn is a realist. So if I came off like a square, harsh, rugged, intense, maybe even a little bit rude, insensitive, or matter of fact, it's Saturn. And I'm not always like that, but that's what's going on. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe. I hope you go to my channel and you donate. I hope you become a member. I hope you order a reading. I hope you get these tarot cards. I hope you do all kinds of things, but I won't make you. But I hope you do. I could really use your guys' support right now. I'm helping others. I need your help. I hope we can be one big community to help each other. I'd really appreciate it. And I do need it. I won't always need it. I am in the peak of my sati sati, and it has whooped my rear peach. And I'm in the midst. Like, I'm almost out. The light is at the end of the tunnel. We're going into 2026. This is the last year of my Pisces sati sati. Thank you, God. So, I won't always need tons of support. I'm going to be flourishing. I'm going to be super financially well off. I'm going to have lots of businesses, lots of investments, lots of real estate. I already know this. That's in my destiny. It's in my chart. And I know what I'm good at. And I will probably be more famous. It's in my chart. I know where I'm headed. But right now, I need you. And let me tell you, the ones that are there for me, and you know who you are. The ones that are there for me, I will never forget. There's so few of you. There's so few. I can count on one hand how many people are there for me. I can count on one hand, and it's less than my fingers. But I know who you are. And when I am there, I won't forget you. When I am there and I can give and give and give, I will. I absolutely will. And you will see all your support, all your years of support, your dedication, your determination, your stick-to-itiveness with me, your love and dedication to me as a teacher and a life path with you. Never going to forget you. and you will be remembered. And I don't forget names. I have those names in my head right now. And if you know who you are, you know you're very specific. And we talk. And I appreciate you. And I will not forget you. Because you always come in when I need help. You always donate when I ask. You support me in anything I ask. Subscriptions, readings, donations, comments, like sharing, everything. And I just want to say I appreciate you. And it will come back to you tenfold. Watch when I get out of my sati sati. When I get out of my sati sati, boy. When I get out, you're going to see me. You're going to see me. Saturn doesn't even know how to keep the reins on me because you're gonna see me. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna be all over Facebook. I'm gonna be all over YouTube. I'm gonna be all over the social media. I might even be on TV. I'm gonna be all over. I already know. I feel it. It's a slingshot forward. I've damn near suffered for almost 7 years. Whoo! It's coming. All right, so Kilowatt. Let's go ahead and do your reading. Thank you so much for your donations. Let's get this read. All right, Spirit, guide and direct me. Show me the energy for Kilowatt. Show me. And Kilowatt, what is your message exactly? What is it you want to know? Yes, and you guys that take care of me, I'm going to break bread with you. I'm going to take care of you. You watch. I've already made deals with Spirit. I'm like, let me help those that have helped me. You know? Watch. All right. So what is your question, though? Do you want to know about a lover? Do you want to know about money? Do you want to know about a choice? Because I need to know what kind of oracle I'm going to pick. Girl, you're on that list. I will never forget you. And you've been on that list for years. Thank you so much. There's very few people in my life I can come to for help. I can't even go to one of my brothers. I can't even ask them for $30 for gas or something. I couldn't. I can't go to my parents. One of them's dead anyways, but I can't. I can't go to my grandma. She's in a situation. I can't go to my best friend because she's miles away and we haven't talked in over a year. So when I tell you I have very few people in my life that I can go to, believe it. You are one of them. That's all I have. So somehow, sometimes when you don't have family, Spirit brings you friends. Friends can become family. And they're at least soul family. Okay, so Kilowatt, you don't know. All right, so we're going to let me pick what I'm going to pick for you. And what I'm going to pick... you. Pick some spirit animals and some tarot. They're going to speak to me. Spirit, what does Kilowatt need to know? Sunval, you're right after Kilowatt. Thank you, Stephen. Oh, I love you, son. You're like my sister across the sea. That's how I feel. I can't see you, but I know you're there. Kilowatt, the reading that's going to come out for you has to do with love and relationship. I do feel this is an ex that may very well pop back up in your life. 6 of Cups. I think the universe says, Kilowatt, get ready, because someone that you are not married to anymore, or not with anymore, not committed to anymore, still has feelings for you. This person wants to reach out to you. This person misses you. This person's been suffering and even a little lost without you. You were this person's lighthouse on a raging sea. I'm definitely seeing the image of a lighthouse, if that has any meaning for you, even if it's just metaphorical. That light spinning on the lighthouse and just sending that signal way across a raging sea, guides someone home. And honestly, I feel like this is some kind of a lighthouse. Here, this spiritual hierophant, this spiritual teacher, leader, mentor, is sending a dove into the universe saying, go, I trust you, I release you, I know you'll come back. We have a bond. We have a commitment. And it's also trusting God to do what he needs to do, and having faith in a higher power, knowing that it is not man and man alone that has power, but God and God in him, the Trinity. And so this hierophant, this man of faith, stands for something. He believes in something. And when you get that in reverse, it's broken contracts, broken agreements, broken promises. And then here we have, I miss you and I want to come back. Yeah, we had a song about Lighthouse. We both agreed it matched our vibe. Wow, okay, that's unique. That's a sign. Could he also be an air sign? King of Swords. Okay, this is someone that was in denial and definitely not telling the truth in the past. There's some lost faith. There's some mistrust, of course, with Hierophant in the reverse. There's, you didn't honor. You didn't honor me, didn't honor my vows, didn't honor our commitment, didn't honor whatever this was, this agreement. You didn't honor it. You know, it's dishonor. But we have a comeback. And what do the spirit animals want to say about this person coming back into your life? They're overcoming an obstacle. Okay, you're going to be happy. All right. Another 5. 55. There is a very magical message about the 5. Do you understand? He's a Libra rising. Okay, good. The 5 is going to be a clue. 5 weeks, 5 days. It's one or the other. Could be 5th house, but the 5 is going to stand out. Okay? And I just want you to know it brings challenge and change. The 5 is powerful. And if you believe in it, it will be yours. Wow, that is crazy. So the Rhino spirit is pushing through and overcoming an obstacle, very much like Ganesha. And yeah, I just see that you're about to get through something that was blocking you and this person. It could have been religious how do you say, like differences of beliefs. It could have just been this broken promise. But whatever it was, it's getting cleared. Okay, whatever the obstacle, there's a reason why you couldn't make it work with this person. There's a reason, like you guys couldn't talk or something that happened. But it's about to be changed and it's about to be challenged. You're going to be challenged because this person coming back is going to challenge your thinking and challenge your beliefs. I don't know if you want to be gung-ho in this, but it will be challenging you, and it's kind of a little bit scary. Oh, your dad died when he was 2? Well, there might be a karmic connection. For women, they definitely have a connection with their partners and their fathers. So there's usually a connection there somehow in your karma. But let's see what this says here. You got to pay attention to those numbers, because even for me, like, things are going to turn around for me, and I've been seeing 6 4 times. 4 6s. And I know prosperity and abundance is near. So when you see 5 5 and 2s, trust me, challenging times are ahead. You're about to be presented with a crossroads or an obstacle that you need to kind of, well, overcome. Anyways, it says here, the oracle message, we always have the choice to press ahead. Rhino Spirit Strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. Kind of like the Strength card. And this animal spirit knows there is more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When Rhino Spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in many, multiple ways. By going around them and shattering them with force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that kind of drift away. By refusing to allow them to limit you, apply your Rhino Spirit with creativity that no obstacle can stand. For you have magic, and in many ways to which you make it. Your power is awesome right now. Like a lot of power. Rhino Spirit wants to remind you that when an obstacle does show up, and it will, it's probably already happened, but it prevents you from getting what you desire today. It means that something much better is coming. Keep in mind that you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you now. Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants the best for you. The appearance of this challenge, an obstacle in front of you, offers you a choice. You can barrel into it and bang your head, or find the easiest way around it and don't fight it. Are you exhausted by your efforts to break through an obstacle? Are you stubbornly insisting that there is only one way to remove it from your path? Rhino Spirit is here to tell you the answer is no. Sometimes it's not yet, and sometimes it's no, not the way you think it should be. Open to new possibilities, and you will find other options begin to appear. Okay, my intuition's already like singing to me. Number 1, he's not your only choice. He is going to come back, and you will have the choice to pursue something else. There is going to be another choice for you. The other thing is about your obstacle. And I believe you mentioned the only obstacle to him is her. You created her in some kind of weird, portal-ish, timeliney, whiny, crazy way. You've created her. And when you realize, I created my obstacle spiritually, you can get rid of it. It's not a problem. You have to take control of your obstacle, because in some timeline, in some existence, you created it. And there is this little mantra that's become a belief that you really didn't even want to accept as a belief. But it was that she existed and she was the obstacle. And the rhino is saying, bust through that SHIT. Wake up tomorrow morning like she doesn't exist. She's not even there. She's not a thing. She's a figment of your imagination. She doesn't exist. Sometimes we get so in depth on the path of clearing our karma, doing the work, soul searching, healing, etc., that somehow the simplest things, we forget that we learn them in the beginning of our path, which is the manifestation. We seem to take that for granted or put it on the back shelf for like later, for bigger moments. We don't think, oh, I need to be using that right now. I need to have a vision. I need to have a vision that she doesn't exist. Try to forget her name. Try to forget the image of her face. Start imagining your life as if she wasn't there and he had no connection to her and she was nothing to him. Because if you give her spiritual power, if you give her a throne, if you give her a crown, if you give her spiritually, energetically a reason to be on your path, she's going to be on your path wearing that crown because we put her there. So anyways, I don't know. I hope that's helpful. But the universe is saying if you don't want to believe it, don't create it. Don't make it. Kilowatt, I didn't realize I was feeding her power over him by engaging. Yeah. Where your intention flows, energy grows. And where sometimes your subconscious energy goes there as well. Like in dreams, it goes to her. It's empowering her. It's empowering her existence, her presence in your timeline, in your story. It does. Unplug the power cord. Who are you? You're not even important. You're irrelevant. I have a whole nother story without you. She'll fall off the path. Kilowatt. So I pulled back completely and stopped reaching out to him. I didn't realize. Okay, yeah. Then he started talking more about me to our daughter, asking questions. Yeah, he's definitely missing you. He misses your attention. He misses your love. He misses the connection. And that the Six of Cups even being children. I don't know how old your daughter is. She could be an adult. But the fact that he's reaching out to your child says something. He feels like that's the only way. Now, both of these have a spiritual messenger. Here we have an angel, Raphael, and here we have the dove, representing the spirit, the angel, even the clouds, the flight, the whatever. You get what I'm saying. So there is this spiritual connection and there is destiny at work in your connection. Yeah, that's a very good way to put it, Kilowatt. Starve her of your energy. Starve her. You are not going to feed the karmic any more power. When you realize you've been the power juice the whole time, it's easy to unplug it. Because they are irrelevant. Especially when you're destined Six of Cups. Irrelevant. There you go, 13, yeah. Explains why he's reaching out to the kid. So yes, she is irrelevant, Kilowatt. That's what I see. You are going to overcome this obstacle by changing your beliefs. That's why the Hierophant's in reverse. And bottom line, he's coming back, Six of Cups. And I saw the King of Swords, so you know what's up. Sun. If what is your question, love? I want to give you your reading. And Sabrina, you get one too. 144 minutes on the clock, by the way. Raphael is your dude. Oh, the Fix-It Angel. Yes. Can you challenge the song Mael sent me a couple days ago? Oh, channel. We have not talked in a few weeks, but he sent me this song. I don't know. I've never done this before. I can try. Let's see if I can channel this song. I don't know if I'm hearing Don't Forget About Us or We Belong Together by Mariah Carey. I don't know. That's the feeling I'm getting. I'm probably wrong, but maybe that's the energy he's trying to send you, is don't forget about us and we belong together. Maybe that's why I'm channeling a musical tune when you said channeling. That's the music I'm hearing, thinking about you and him. He doesn't want you to forget how you felt about him, and he feels like you're slipping away. And 2, he wants to convince you that he's the only one for you, that no one's ever going to love you like him. So I don't know, that's the energy I was getting. Soul to Soul is the title. Oh, yeah, I've never heard that song. Maybe I can't channel it because I've never heard it, but I've never heard Soul to Soul. But that is the vibe I'm getting from him, what I spoke about. And he definitely feels you slipping away. So I just feel like he's trying to remind you about how deep your connection is. He really wants to remind you, even with that title, Soul to Soul. He's like, hey, look at our beautiful connection. Yep, the song has a tone of we belong together. Okay. So yeah, it's just like we're meant to be. We belong together. Don't forget about this, you know. Don't forget about our connection. It's deep. Don't think you're going to get this with anybody else. You mean the world to me. I hope I know that I mean the world to you. It's a very telepathic communication he wants to exchange with you. He wants to feel your energy because he feels you slipping away. So he's trying to connect with you through music because he's losing that connection. There's been so much between you guys and so much time has gone through it. He just feels it thinning, you know, that vibe is thinning because he feels you pulling away. So I think what we need to ask in these cards is he going to change anything soon? What are his actions going to be over the next 30 days? 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Whoa. Should have caught that, but I didn't. My bad. We're on Sunbow. So 10 of Swords. Yeah, the 15 minutes is up, guys. If you guys haven't donated yet, that 15-minute lightning round is over. But if you still want one, I will be back on tomorrow. When I do my lightning round, it's 15 minutes for $15 a card. That's it. It's a lightning special. It comes and it goes very quickly. It's a flash. It's really just a flash sale. Okay, Spirit, guide and direct me. Sunbow. Show me these 30 days. Okay, so I'm really hearing the Mariah Carey song like fully. It's Don't Forget About Us. And she starts this kind of rap, and it's like, Baby, baby, don't let it go. Don't let us go. And there's something about you, something about me. We're meant to be. Don't let us go. There's kind of a begging behind this for him. Definitely a begging. Really channeling Mariah Carey. Also, her song, Break, Break Down. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but she's like, break, break down. Da-da-dun, dun, dun. Still feeling you, but you're feeling me too. Break, break down. You're so inside of my head. And something about, I just want to break down and cry. So, yeah, I just want to break down and cry. You're so inside of my head. And that's, I can't live without you. 5 of Pentacles, like, I'm down in the dumps. I'm hurting financially. Life sucks. Like, but I'm going to come out of this, son. I'm not going to be down in the dumps forever. I'm not going to be suffering forever. Maybe he's been going through Sati Sati. His time's almost up. He's like, I'm not going to suffer forever. It's almost over. 10 of Swords. I'm nearing the end, but we're not talking. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to break down without you. I need you. Third party. So he's in pain. He doesn't want this third party in his life, but it's there. And he has every intention to seek you out. Knight of Cups. He has to sneak away to message you, to reach out. Yeah, Ace of Swords. He hates lying, but that's what he has to do. There's a mother energy around him too, kind of hawking him. But over the next 30 days, I definitely see he's afraid to reach out, but he will. And he's not going to reach out as much. There's nervousness, there's anxiety, but there is him reaching out. Now, it's not every day, it's not often, but he can't get you off of his mind. This is, I literally can't get you out of my brain. He spies on you, though. He is jealous. He's being Snoop Dogg, and you bet every tail feather he's trying to make sure you don't have a new person in your life. He wants to hang on to you. 4 of Pentacles. He knows that he doesn't want to lose you in his life. He knows that if he keeps the distance, he is going to lose you with the World card. His time's almost up. 3 of Wands. He's very aware of it, and he's resisting it. So anyways, what I see over the next 30 days is him communicating with you, letting you know he loves you, like this message he sent you with the song, but letting you know, I miss you, I love you, I'm into you. He's going to be sharing some feelings. I don't see everyday communication, but I see it sporadically, and I see that he's going to continue this. He watches you more than he messages you. He talked about the fact that I see him even when he's silent. I remind him who he is and who he is supposed to be. Yeah, you are this like unattainable goal. And to be honest, this vibe, son, with you and him is, I can't be with you, son, because I'm not on your level. And I think you already feel that, and you already know that. You inherently know that's subconsciously his block. He doesn't want to step to you because he doesn't match your energy. But the love is there. So let's get a message about your love. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart. Continue to follow its guidance. Only time will tell. Son, you've been on this road with me for a long time. You got the twin flame card. And you've been here. You followed me because of the twin flame journey. And you're here. Still. And that's what I try to tell my twin flames that do follow me, because there's very rare. I don't have a lot of real twin flames with me here on this channel because it's a rare thing. But the ones that have been here know they found the truth. And you know you've been on a wild ride. And you know it takes time. And you know you've been in hell and back out and again. You know you have the power to manifest. You know all of this. You've already been doing all of this. We've been on this ride. And it says still, one of the hardest things for us twin flames to hear is patience. Only time will tell. It is what it is. It's an ugly message. But this just confirms, son, as much as you want to get off of it, you're on it. You know what I mean? You're on it. You're on this twin flame journey. You're one of the few. You're one of the few. It's reminding you, do not forget, son, that you have manifesting abilities. You are a twin flame. Your connection is deep, deeper than most. You got this. Like, you don't have to just be a bystander and a viewer. You don't have to watch this situation in front of your eyes. You have control and you do have power. Use it. Use spells, use rituals, use mantras and chants. A financial blessing is coming your way within 30 days. Money is on its way to you. Okay, you're ending your sati sati too. Money is on its way. Financial blessings tenfold. You are a giver, not a receiver. You will have what's coming to you times 10. The one that gives gathers. Expect money to come to you within 30 days. Money that you've been needing, wanting, or surprise money. Whatever it is, it's abundance. Sudden changes are near. That tower is coming. Maybe that correlates to our main message today for the collective. But believe me, it's probably for him. His tower is coming. The changes are very near. It is so hard, girl. It is so hard. And when, like, I think I did a reading for you guys, the twins, not that long ago. And do you remember, son, when I said sometimes you have to take a break? And it doesn't mean you're abandoning the journey. It doesn't mean you're abandoning them. It means you need to go away because it's just, you need that for yourself. And even if that means seeing other people, even if that means being alone and moving away from them, changing your number, whatever it is, stepping away energetically is sometimes exactly what the twin flame needs to just get recalibrated. And then, because you're twin flames, it gets back on the journey. Yes, I need money. He needs money also. Well, it's coming. Always, because the ones that give gather, watch, it's coming. You're included in the magic circle, always. You're a lifer for me. So don't worry. I got you. But we're going to be doing a financial ritual in the magic circle first. I feel like everyone's finances need to get straight. And we're heading into fall, so the release and the planting of seeds for next year. So we are going to be doing that, and we'll be doing it in winter as well, as soon as that winter solstice hits. And we're going to do double financials, but don't worry. We're going to get on the money train. Sati Sati's almost over. We're going to get on it. And we're going to do a whole financial blessing video. We're going to do it with candles. I'm going to tell you what mantra to use. I'm going to tell you every detail. I'm going to tell you, based on your chart, what planet needs to help you out and what days are good for that, and the timing. Don't worry, I'm going to help you out with that. And let me tell you, I told you about how I follow Kapil Raj. He's a unique teacher, but I love him. He speaks truth, and he's a researcher. He's a fellow Sag. I love him. When I took the wristwatch course, when I learned and followed him about the wristwatch, and I've mentioned this to you guys a few times, you think, oh, crystals mean nothing, talismans mean nothing, physical objects, just materialism. No, bull. They all stand for something. They harness energy into this world. Just like our physical body is material and harnesses spiritual energy into this world. Yes, your watch is going to harness energy. So I got this watch. It's based on my chart, based on my birth and my nakshatras and my ruling planet. Obviously, it's Saturn, but also the sun. But these are my ruling energies, Moon, Saturn, and Sun. Moon is for the silver. Gold is for the sun. The beauty of this watch is very Moon and Venus, my Mahadasha right now. I wish I had it for 20 more years, but honestly, I think I only have it for like 6 left. But this watch, I ordered, it's an automatic. It's not crystal quartz, which is a non-automatic, it requires a battery. This is automatic. And this is right for me. This is the right wristwatch for me. For everyone, it's different. I don't like metal. Like, that's not my thing. I actually prefer leather. Ironically, my intuition guided me towards blue. I just had an intuition. I was drawn to blue, dark blue. I didn't realize it was my Saturn speaking to me, but it's the truth. My Saturn's been speaking to me. But I have another watch. I think you guys have seen it, but it's leather. It's brown leather. And that's what I like. I like the brown leather look. The black leather, like I like leather. I don't know. I feel connected to that. But for me, silver, gold, something metal, stainless steel, long lasting, that was good for me energetically. And to touch my Saturn, which is my karma, which is my money. I got this watch about 3 weeks ago, maybe. I've already seen a substantial difference in my money. And I've been hurting. I've been middle of sati, broke, busted, and disgusted. Like you guys know, I'm going to court. I'm having to pay for lawyers. I'm having to deal with my grandma's house. I'm having to deal with people taking care of the home, my car. I'm in a rut. Like it's been a struggle, but it's finally clearing up. And I've worked so hard, and I've done the research, and I've done the work. And I've worked long hours, and I've done everything I should. Most everything I should. And I got this watch, and I did the prayer. I did the mantra. I did the prayer over this. I did a magic ritual. I did a spell. I did candle work. I did sage, blessings, moon magic, all of it. I included everything that I could with this watch. And can I say, business has picked up. Because I have 4 businesses. This is not all of them. But business has picked up in other areas. And I'm shocked, like how quickly, just booming. I'm going to have to hire other people to do what I can't do in my other businesses. There's no way I can do it myself. So I already know, okay, well, Saturn is going to use me to help hire other people because they need work too. See, that's how Saturn works. Saturn's going to bless you, but so you could bless others. So that's happening. And then my other business just popped off, and it's like boom, 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 hit, hit, hit. I advertised to the right places. I think it's timing, but it's also this watch. And I said something to the effect of, opportunities come towards me every minute of every hour. Opportunities come towards me to make more money. Opportunities are always coming towards me. And this is my receiving hand. The left hand is the receiving, the right hand is the giving. So I could have chosen this hand to create that power, to create wealth, but I felt the energy was I want to receive it. So I feel like I'm in the receiving stage, and I did that. And I've received more messages. I've received more offers. It's looking good. It's not all here yet. I'm not where I want to be yet, but it's coming. It's already begun, rather. It's already begun. But I also have another deal coming through with my grandma's house that's going to help me financially and help my grandma and help my kids and help my brother and help me, because that's my dharma, to help my family. Pisces in the 4th house, that's my dharma. So believe me, I'm here for it. So I see that opportunity coming towards me. So I'm telling you, son, take Raj Kapil's course, wristwatch course. It will change your life, because each person has a different color of watch, a different style of watch, different numbers, whether it's the Roman numerals or numbers or no numbers or dots or crystals or red or blue or white or beige or leather or silver or gold or black or thick or small. There's so many different types. Even the face, whether it's smooth or diamond shaped, there's so many things that come into the aspect. Automatic, crystal quartz, just believe me. And based on your birth, based on your chart, you're going to find everyone has a different kind of wristwatch that brings wealth and abundance. And one of the quickest remedies is the wristwatch. Highly support that message. Highly support you taking that course with Kapil Raj. Highly support that. So if you guys are watching Sun's reading and you're like, I need some money, get on the train with Saturn. Your karma, he decides if you're going to have money or not. He decides if you're meant to struggle or not. It's all about Saturn. Yes, Mercury creates wealth. Moon and Venus create luxury, beauty. You either have it or you don't. But if you want the best chance for you to get the most that you can get allowed in your chart, you're going to want to take that course. You're going to want to figure out, what are the remedies I can do to earn more wealth? Am I dressing right? Is my feng shui in my home correct? What does my entryway look like? Your entryway, I'll give you some free info here. Key to wealth as well. It's all connected. Your chi. So, you can't have clutter. You can't have shoes. You have to hide them in a cabinet. You need to have the right colors in your money area. Usually it's black, some gold. Have a clear path to your door. Have a wind chime or a water fountain in the front of your door or your house. If people don't know how to find your door clearly, money's not going to find you clearly. Little remedies. Gold coins. If you have your business or career, having things in your entry that are tidy and clean and pretty and represent your career, good to have. So like your business cards, your keys, an award, stuff like that in your career section. Yeah. So sorry I got off track there, son. But anyway, as far as the 30 days, money's coming and he's about to get another tower. Isn't that going to be fun for him? All right, you're on the twin flame journey. You already know that. What does the moon want to tell you in your Sati Sati energy? What does the moon want to say? Show me sun vow. Okay, there you go. What's more twin flame energy? That is twin flame energy. We're in this together, teamwork. But here it says, I teach people how to treat me. That is your mantra for the next 30 days. You know what that means. You're smart. You know what you allow him to do. You know why he does what he does to you. You taught him how to treat you. Don't forget that mantra. It's a waxing gibbous moon, so it's about release. If you want to change how this looks, how you are being treated in this relationship, teach him another way. Teach him the right way. Be strong, courageous, put your foot down, be brave. He already wants you. He's already pursuing you. The power is already in your pocket. Okay. All right, so that's it. Sabrina, I'm gonna do you, and then I gotta go. Happy birthday, Sabrina. All right, Sabrina, let's see what the universe wants to say. You're welcome. Highly emotional lately. Oh my God, if it's 1 a.m. in Hawaii, it is freaking way, way, way late where I'm at. It's probably almost 5 a.m. I gotta go soon. But the moon is here to tell you there's a highly emotional situation that has to do with a commitment or relationship that feels much like a marriage. Reciprocity is coming with what? Lack of self-love, self-respect. Yeah, devil card. We have a real someone has a real problem with boundaries and respect. And it could be an ex. I know you're always dealing with him. But what the universe is telling me for you, the person that has done you wrong has been watched and seen. And karma is about to pay them a visit. And that's a promise with the Hierophant. This person, most definitely, over the next 6 weeks, is going to feel a loss of financial gain and personal wellness, personal happiness. This person is going to get what's coming to them with the devil, and there's no way they could escape their karma. Spirit says, you know what karma this is. 6 of Swords, resolution. You're finally going to start to see resolve to a situation that you felt stuck in. Finally going to get solved here. Yeah, Ace of Wands, a brand new beginning, fresh new start, super passionate, super fast, death. This stuck situation is about to die. Something's going to be finalized. This is a broken relationship. He's about to get his karma. And you get to see it. That's the justice. Sacrifice is a joy when it's for the right reason. Change your point of view. Yeah. You can't sacrifice for someone when it's the wrong reason. Leaving messages and voicemails telling you, I miss you, baby, why you gotta diss me? Why are you doing so much? Too much. You know, so I feel like someone has given too much to this person and it's coming back at them. That's the intentions that's happening. So honestly, I see someone's marriage or relationship's about to die. And this is probably karma. Believe in divine timing. Yep, mastering a karmic lesson. The past is in the past. Don't look back. planning for the future. You got reciprocity twice. Adjustments are being made. I'm just telling you, your ex more than likely is about to get their karma. I don't know why that message came through, but it did. And it says, every tear you shed was for a reason. We saw it. Every heartbreak. What goes around comes around. And that's the law. You know, you get what you give in life. And so you're going to be getting good karma for you, I'm sure, because you've put some good karma out there. All right. And the person that did you dirty, did you wrong, they're getting their karma. And I think you just needed to have some confirmation that suffering is not going to continue, that debts will be repaid, karmic debts will be repaid, and suffering is part of the deal when you do wrongdoings. So you're about to see this. Yeah, I would say 6 days to 6 weeks even. This is coming in rather quick. All right, well, I'm done. I got to go. Expect to see some good news. Okay, someone that owes you, you're finally going to get that repaid. Okay, so if someone owes you money, money's coming towards you. If somebody owes you a gift, it's coming towards you. If somebody owes you something, believe me, it's coming. And karma is coming, whatever's owed to you. Okay, you're going to get your karma. You're going to get justice in a sense, karmically. But I'm going to go. I love you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Much love. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination, so you just keep swimming. Thank you for your support and your donations and just watching and liking. I appreciate you. May you be blessed tenfold just for watching. I hope money comes to you right now as you sleep and as you live your day. I hope money is just flowing to you, and I hope good karma is coming right to you. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.